channel. I'm Jules.
And I'm Andy.
We're content creators from Toronto, Ontario. We recently announced over on our Instagram and TikTok that I got laid off from my full-time job. But it's not a sad story because for the past year or so, our social media has been doing really well. So actually, when my company told me that I was getting laid off, I found myself getting excited because I just felt like we would have so much time back to work together on our business. Also, now that me and Andy both work completely remotely, we get to do something that we've always wanted to do together, which is to live abroad. So we are moving to South Korea. An example of how when one door closes, another opens.
So when Jules made the announcement over on our socials, a lot of you had questions, and so we thought it would be fun to do a Q&A today.
Yeah. So the first question is for Andy. How did you react when I told you that I got laid off?
Well, there was really only one way that I could react as your husband. Honestly, that was just to be supportive and let you know that everything was going to be okay. I really did care more about how you were feeling, and so you're smiling about it, and I was just so glad that you weren't upset. Next question is, why Korea out of all places?
So I actually lived in South Korea for 2 years. I was teaching English before I went to law school, and I really loved it there. Had the time of my life, had such great memories, met a lot of great people. And I was only supposed to be there for 1 year originally, but I ended up extending it another year just because I was having so much fun. The only reason I came back to Toronto was because I had to go to law school or else I would lose my acceptance. And last year, Andy and I went together to South Korea for 2 weeks, and I got to show him around, and we both had a really great time.
Yeah, you did a really good job just showing us around. Some of the things that we liked over there were shopping, loved coffee culture, the convenience, and also the food.
Mm-hmm. Oh my. Okay. Be a dog head here.
So how can you afford to do this?
Okay, I love this question because I'm actually really proud of myself for being financially prepared for something like this. So for one, we have saved up a healthy vacation savings fund that we've been contributing to each paycheck over the past year or so. And we also have an emergency fund that we can use if our vacation savings run out. And something to keep in mind is that me and Andy have both been working full-time and out of school for many years now. At this point, we're not broke students anymore. So we have savings, we have investments. So one tip I'd give to you, even if you're not doing social media, is to diversify your income so that if one of those streams goes away, you still have money coming in. All right, our next question is, where will you stay in Korea?
So we're staying in Hongdae for the most part. When we went to Korea last year, we stayed in Gangnam for a week and then Hongdae for a week. I personally enjoyed Hongdae more. I just found it to be more affordable, and I enjoyed the lively energy and all the shopping that was there as well. So if you guys have any other neighborhood recommendations, feel free to let us know in the comments.
All right, next question is, what are you looking forward to the most in Korea?
What I'm excited about is just really getting into a routine. Sort of how I picture our days would be, I wake up pretty early in the morning to go to the gym. After that, we grab some breakfast together, and then we have a full day of exploring all the cool places in Korea. We love coffee culture, and so we're gonna be going to a lot of cafes. Just really immersing ourselves in the culture, trying to live what that local life is over there.
What I'm most excited about really is sharing everything that we're doing with you. When I was living in Korea the first time, before law school, one of my main regrets is that I didn't have social media back then that I shared with the public. And it's just such an interesting, fun life and culture that I'm just excited to share our day-to-day with you guys.
Hey! Thank you.
Hold up. I know, that's
Yo, what? Wanna trade?
Wait, that wasn't recording. Hold on. That was recording. What up, guys? We're about to head to VELD, which is Canada's largest EDM music festival. Andy is really excited. I'm like kind of whatever. My raving phase ended in my 20s.
One per year, babe.
Can't say I'm gonna go with you next year, babe.
All right, well, this year's good. So let's have fun today.
Holy shit, you guys are fine.
What's up, boy? Yo. Hey.
You knew!
All right, are we gonna have a good time now?
Okay, I am just packing right now, so excuse the mess and the chaos. I wanted to talk about packing for Korea, but I'm not gonna tell you guys how I packed like all the boring stuff. I wanted to point out some Korea specific items that you should keep in mind. And this is based off my experience living in Korea for 2 years back in 2016 to 2018, and also we went last year for our honeymoon. So first, make sure you bring really comfy shoes, like your dad's shoes, your running shoes. For me, my comfy shoes are my Onitsuka Tigers and my New Balances. I know that Korea is a very fashionable place and you might be tempted to bring shoes that are cute but not comfy, but that is a mistake, y'all. You're gonna walk a lot in Korea, and if you're wearing shoes that are uncomfortable, you're gonna regret it. Trust me on that. It impacted our trip last year and I regret that. Comfy shoes only. Next is something that was true more like in 2016, 2018 when I went there first, but you want to pack your own antiperspirant and deodorant. Fun fact, most Koreans don't actually produce body odor. It has to do something with the biology. So therefore, they don't have a wide variety of antiperspirants or deodorants. They do have, but it's not going to be the same variety that they have probably in your home country. Along the same vein are tampons. So in Korea, women mostly use pads for their periods. They do have tampons available in Korea, but again, just like the deodorant, it's not going to be the same variety and as many brands as you're used to. And then lastly, again, this is not the case completely anymore, but when I lived in Korea back in 2016, 2018, it was actually difficult for me to find foundation that matched my skin tone. The Korean foundation, especially the cushions, they only came in like 3 shades and the darkest shade was still too light for me. Nowadays, they have more shades, but I'm making sure to bring foundation that's in my shade. Specifically, I'm bringing my Urban Decay Face Bond, and then I'm also bringing my Tear, which is ironic because Tear is a Korean brand and they have Tear stores in Korea with hopefully a lot of shades, but just to make sure that you have foundation that fits your skin tone. If you are darker than like a 23, which is lighter than me by the way, then you might want to bring your own foundation colors.
So this is what I'm packing for our trip to Korea. So this is all the stuff that I'm bringing in our carry-ons. This is our Samsung Book 3 laptop. Definitely gonna do a lot of editing and work on this. Jules is using the Samsung Tab here. This is super useful. This is the T9. This is really good as just kind of like an SSD where we can just drop all of our footage. It transfers like 200 megabytes per second. We've got a drone here, got a vlogging camera, also mics. We're gonna be doing a lot of talking in public places, so we definitely want the audio for that. stabilizer, tripod, and then this is all of my medical stuff. So if you've been following our content, you might know that I'm a type 1 diabetic. And so what that means for me is that I have to take insulin. My body doesn't produce enough insulin to offset the amount of sugars that we normally eat. Every time I eat a meal, I gotta make sure I calculate the amount of carbs to insulin ratio. When I take insulin, a needle goes on top, the tip, right? And then I inject through my stomach. I know other people inject in other areas as well. I usually keep it in the fridge. The moment you take it out of the fridge and it's outside for a little bit, it'll start to expire. What that means for me when I'm traveling is that I need to store my insulin in cool places. So this one's kind of like a metal container. There's an ice pack in here that you freeze. Then after, just put it in. With the insulin pens that I use, I can just store them in there. Other types of packages that I use, there's these ones as well. So they kind of look like a zip up pencil case. You open them up, they have gels in them that you can freeze and just put your insulin inside like so. You might have seen like the circle on the back of my arm called a CGM. It sends signals to my phone and then I'm able to read what my current blood sugar levels are. So definitely grateful for medical science. All of this I like to carry in our carry-on luggage just because I know there's cases where I checked luggage for some airlines. They might lose them, right? And then you're kind of screwed scrambling to find medicine in a different country. So funny story here, we're waiting in line to get our bags checked right now, but we're flying premium economy and like we've never done that before, so we don't know. We totally forgot that there's priority access in this line. We've been waiting in this line for like 15 minutes.
Oh, we're not used to it. It's okay, next time.
Look at this leg room.
Yeah. Look at it.
Look.
What's in here? What's inside? Oh.
A dental set?
Oh, nice. Oh, socks. Cozy.
Socks.
Nice.
Earplugs.
Earplugs. What's that? Oh, a towelette.
Towelette.
I like this. Like, just to be able to keep this little bag.
Hold on. There's more.
Oh, chapstick. Lotion. Yes.
Oh.
Wow. I love it. So cool. Hey, welcome on board. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Good, thank you. Here's a menu for you. Thank you. Okay.
And you would like an orange juice?
Yes,
Right,
please.
yes, okay. I think, does he have a menu already?
Yes. A real glass. Peak luxury, you guys. They don't trust us with real glass and eco. We are officially in Korea.
Yay!
Almost 12-hour flight. How was it for you, babe?
It was great. I mean, premium economy makes it a lot better.
Yeah, they really helped us. Like, the service was impeccable. They helped Andy with his diabetes medicine really well. Right?
Yeah.
Anyways, now we have 3 missions. Number 1, we get our SIM cards. Number 2,
Well, number 1, we're getting our baggage.
yes. And then before we leave, we also have to take out money from the global ATM. And then we're gonna take a bus to our Airbnb. Alright, first mission now that we're out is taking out money. So one tip for you guys is a sign that says global ATM.
Jules is getting more cash right now. We're gonna buy our bus tickets and then also...
The wand, baby.
Whoa, okay. Loaded.
When you guys are taking out from your global ATM, make sure you know how much is your daily withdrawal, and keep in mind that they charge you a service fee. But at this machine, it was 5,000 won each transaction.
Cool.
We should get our SIM cards. Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
So we just got our SIM cards. We got 60 days worth of unlimited data and incoming calls.
So that was like 107 Canadian.
Yeah, each.
It's a physical SIM card and you just gotta restart your phone twice to get it to work.
Yeah, they don't offer like individualized intervals of time, but we needed exactly 70 days or something. But they only offer 60 and 90, and there's no flexibility in between.
These places close at 10 p.m.
Is it 10 p.m. already?
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
we should go get our bus.
Okay, let's do that.
Hapjeong Station, 2, please.
합정 스테이션 원버스 17,000, 투 티켓 34,000. 6A1, 6A1.
감사합니다.
Thank you.
We got our bus tickets. We're going to Hapjeong Station, which is just one station away from Hongdae. It's a nice neighborhood because it's like quieter than Hongdae, but it's still walking distance from there. A bus ticket there is 17,000 won.
So, first thing out from the airport, this is all my insulin. It's been with ice to keep it cool and it's melting. So I had it on my lap and on the bus and that's what it looks like. Way to go. So I got off the bus, right? And then after there was a guy that was like looking at me at the bus stop and he was just like, what?
우워지는 너의 마음 상처